It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I am your host, Pat Disabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we are at Brother Rice High School, 99th and Pulaski in Chicago. And this was a spot, probably the biggest game last Friday. I want to say it was an upset because Loyola was the number one team in some publications. I think the Sun-Times, they were the number one football team. And Brother Rice treated them rather rudely and came away with a 16-13 victory. That's a huge win for the Crusaders, who are now 2-1 and sent Loyola spiraling down on various polls. So we're going to have on Brian Becky, varsity football coach for the Crusaders. This is his third season. Like I said, they're sitting 2-1 right now. And we're also going to have on defensive lineman Michael McGinley. Mike's a 3-year starter, and academically, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but this kid's pretty bright. And we'll get into some academic things and other things with Michael. So, all right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. All right, and Beggar's Pizza, again, lunch buffet, awesome. You know, Sunday night, watched the Bears 49ers game, great win by the Bears, had myself a little Beggar's Pizza. Does life get any better? I don't think so. All right, we're going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. We return. Brian Becky, Brother Rice, football. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a pepperoni sausage, green peppers and onions. Don't forget the extra cheese, large pizza. Oh, by the way, I also make house calls. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals. To learn about products like Check Free, our super secure service that saves you time and money and makes it easy to pay your bills online, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our guest this week, first guest this week, Brother Rice football coach Brian Becky. Brian, how's it going, my man?
Pat, thank you for having me.
All right, 92 grade, proud 92 grade at that. And all right, this was where it all happened. Friday night, knocked off the big number one Loyola, 16-13. So what does that win have to say about your program in general, Brian?
You know, I think the kids, you know, they feel that they can compete with anybody. And I really do feel, you know, everyone was thinking I was crazy with the schedule that I played.
Yeah.
You know, going up to play the number one team in the state of Michigan and ranked in the top 15 in the country. You know, I was really, I feel that, you know, again, I'm a prodigy of Gordy Gillespie. You play the best to be the best. And I feel that way, and I think our kids believe that they can compete with anybody. And for our program, I'm really excited for that. You know, obviously, you know, John Howsek and Loyola's done a great job. He's been there for 9 years, and you know, to compete and to knock them off, it's a great testament to our kids.
Yep.
You know, and their effort.
And we should mention to travel up to the big house that week one. Mm-hmm. You lost the 22-game winning streak, won 3 straight state championships and 9 state championships overall. And you guys took it to the limit with them. 40-34 you lost. So
yeah, we felt we should have had the game, and we had an opportunity there. It was 21-13 with about 3.5 minutes to go before the half. Their ball's on our 30, and the kid fumbled. We returned for a touchdown. They called him down. You know, you're not going to get any calls there.
No,
we know that. But it would have been 28-13 going into half. But it was a great experience. I wanted our kids to experience something outside the South Side, to go. I've got connections obviously up at the University of Michigan, and for them to practice there, to take a tour of the big house, and it was a great team bonding experience.
And you come back and you beat Marist, and now you beat Loyola, and a lot of hype surrounding this offense based on the amount of kids you had returning from last season. But man, your special teams, your defense really rose to the occasion, particularly Friday night against Loyola.
They did. Special teams especially, they did a phenomenal job, and some key guys, Michael Kubel and Spencer Scott with that big kick on that punt, and Michael hustling his tail down there to break it up and get that recovery to get us ahead. And you got to win all three phases. When you play good football teams like we do in the Cavalier Blue and to compete, you got to be great at all three phases. And defensively, we're getting better. We're getting more confidence. We do have a few still young guys that are playing, and we had a couple injuries in the secondary, that hurt us in that Michigan game. But they're coming along, and we like our progress where we're at. And that was a third of the season. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, and against Loyola, not ideal elements here weather-wise, as has been the case every Friday this season. It's windy, rainy, wet, and you guys run a spread attack. And like you said, the offense didn't really have a big game, but in that fourth quarter, when you need to eat some clock, they came through.
I was telling Coach McHugh, our offensive coordinator, who does a phenomenal job, and our offensive staff, in our 3 years, I thought that was our best drive. And he's like, well, we didn't score. And I'm like, you know what? You're right, but we took 7 minutes off the clock. It probably went to one of the best defenses in the state of Illinois.
Yep.
So for them to know what we're going to do because of the weather and the situation we're in, and when you got a guy like Alex Alarcon and Marcus Jones, those are two tough guys to beat, and our offensive line did a great job. They did struggle majority of the night, but they really stepped up when they needed to.
Yep. So how would you rate the offense up to this point? I mean, you've scored 77 points in 3 games. It seems like this offense in particular, they could score 70 points in one game if they're clicking.
Right.
What do you?
No, I think we can get a lot better, and we need to get a lot better. We need to, protect the football. We need to be able to run the football. We need Alex. He's getting better, make some better decisions, and I'm hoping our best football is coming.
Yep. Well, people put such a specialty, particularly parents, put such a specialty on size, and to reach that Division I level. But you look at a kid like you guys have in the backfield, Marcus Jones, not the biggest kid, folks, but he piled up over 200 yards again against Loyola on Friday and scored a touchdown. And he's going to Northern Illinois University.
He is, correct. So Marcus is you got to be one of the top backs in the state of Illinois. He's electric. He makes moves that make a lot of ankle breakers. And he does a great job. He's playing both sides of the ball for us. We need his speed on the defensive side, and he's doing anything he can to help this team and lead the team. And I was extremely proud of him and Alex, leading that fourth quarter.
Yep.
And I tell you what, Marcus he's fun to watch.
Yes, he is.
So,
and you got another kid who's fun to watch too. And he's only a sophomore. Is that Ricky Smalling, the wide receiver?
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah, he's maturing. He's got a lot of ability. He's learning the system. He can definitely make plays. And it's nice to have guys like that. And we got other guys too. Senior Zach Hayes, who's been in our system now for 3 years, has done a phenomenal job. Jack Desmond, those guys, and Julian Blaine is another guy who's a junior that are really stepping up. And those guys are going to need to step up because they're going to key on Marcus and Ricky, and other guys need to make plays.
Yep, absolutely. So what happens this week? Your schedule plays St. Francis de Sales.
Mm-hmm.
They
Wheaton St. Francis.
You got Wheaton St. Francis
Wheaton
this
St.
week.
Francis,
so,
right.
Are you up there?
We are playing them up there. Mm-hmm.
So what do you expect here with this match?
Tell you, they're a good football team. They're well coached. Coach Fitz, he was over at Marist. He was the offensive coordinator over there. He put 55 on last year. So I
remember that, don't you?
I remember the guys. I reminded the guys today about that. So they do a great job. They've got some good skill, and their quarterback's a good athlete. But we're prepared, and we're ready to go. And again, it's a grind every week, and we prepare like it's a playoff game.
Yep. Well, when you look at the program from top to bottom at this point right now, Brian, what do you see? Do you like what you see here? Or
I do. I see, we run a system at all 3 levels. The terminology, vernacular, it's all the same. All the coaches do a great job and, collaborating and asking questions and coming out to practices. And, we're a family. Yeah. And that's important, and the kids see that. We had obviously a lot of success last year. Our freshman, sophomore won Catholic League for the first time in school history, which I was kind of surprised by.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a surprise.
But they're both 2-1 right now, and our sophomores, I got great coaching staff on both levels, and that's what it's all about. And obviously, they make you a little bit better coaches when we have good players too. And we're building that up, and we want obviously to get the neighborhood kids right here in our backyard, but we're also getting kids from all over.
Yep.
We've got a great product here as far as getting a great education, and we've got a great administration, very supportive, and we're doing a lot of great things here.
Like you said, you got like 18 kids playing college football right now, right?
Yeah, this will be going into my 3rd year here, but the last 2 seasons we've had 18 kids go out and play it from Division I to down to Division III.
Yep. So, well, now in your 3rd year, and you were an assistant at St. Xavier for quite a while, Brian. What has surprised you most as you look at this thing at the high school level?
There's nothing better than Friday Night Lights.
No.
And winning a national championship at St. Xavier and being with my, colleagues and, former coaches and players over at Xavs, Coach Yano and Coach Fem and, Coach Emmerich. I miss those guys a lot.
Yeah.
And but there is nothing better than Friday Night Lights. And it's, coming back to my alma mater here and, playing in the Catholic League Blue, which is probably not only the top conference in the state of Illinois, but I compete in the Midwest.
Yep.
It's a grind every week and competing, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Yep. All right, Brian. Well, before we let you go, we're going to hook you up with the Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week.
Awesome.
When you knock off the big dog, we got to reward you for that, all right?
My wife will be very happy about this. We got a date, Aim.
There you go, man. I'm the coach's corner, all right? So enjoy that. And make sure you tell Dr. Burns I said hey, too.
I definitely will.
All right?
Thank you so much.
All right, folks, we're going to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. When we return, we're going to have the big man, part of the defense of the Crusaders, Michael McGinley, will be on next, so stay tuned.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed, only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
If you're looking for delicious barbecue in the Southland, no one does it better than Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Stop in and try our mouth-watering ribs, tender piled-high pulled pork sandwich with homemade chips, or a perfecta combo in our year-round indoor-outdoor patio. Having a special get-together, Bona Pit offers a party room for up to 100 people. Want to watch the big game? Fans can do so on one of our many flat-screen TVs and enjoy $10 domestic bucket specials every Sunday. Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. No one does barbecue better.
At Standard Bank, we help our neighbors make tomorrow brighter. Families count on us for personal service and banking convenience. Business owners find smart solutions and the resources to capitalize on new opportunities. It's one thing to locate in a community, quite another to invest in it. That's what we do at Standard Bank. We're people you know, services that make your life easier, and financial strength you can count on. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our next guest, Crusaders defensive lineman Michael McGinley. Michael, thanks for coming on board, my man.
Thank you for having me.
We had a little delay, folks, thanks to Coach Lyons turning off the lights, stadium lights on us, so we had to wait for those babies to warm up. You know what I'm saying? But we'll forgive Coach Lyons. He's a good man. He's a good man. All right. Michael scored a 33 on the ACT. I said, I think 34 earlier. 33, so nothing to sneeze at, that's for sure, all right? All right, Michael. Offense getting a ton of publicity based on the amount of returning starters they had coming back. Did that kind of motivate the defense a little bit and say, hey, man, don't forget about us?
Well, we had a great team coming in, or we had a great defense coming in, and we knew that. Definitely put a chip on our shoulder, though, to prove that we have great athletes on both sides of the ball. Like, we have great chemistry. We had a lot of returning starters, too.
Yep.
and we were just really excited to get after it and show that we had a great defense too.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are like 7 points away from being 3-0. What's been the key, do you think, to your guys' success this year, 2-1, especially beating Loyola?
Just coming in every day and working hard. That's the key. I mean, everyone buys in the program, buys into what Coach Becky tells us, and just works hard every day, and that's the key.
All right, you being a senior here now, what did it mean to you to get out of your high school career with a win over Marist, the dreaded Red Hawks, right?
Oh, it meant a great deal to come out and beat the Marist, especially after last year. We got beat pretty bad, pretty embarrassing. It feels great to come out and just get a little revenge. Yeah. I mean, it was a great competition. They played well. Like, I have tremendous respect for everyone over there. I mean, their quarterback, Brendan Skolitsky, he played grammar school football with me at Most Holy Redeemer. I mean,
because you're an EP kid.
Yeah.
You're an Evergreen Park guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it felt great to win, though. Yeah.
And who knows, man? You never know the playoffs.
Yeah.
It could happen again. But if not, you walk out of here with a win over Marist. So the Pulaski World Super Bowl, you're a winner. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. All right, so what have you learned most, or what do you like most about playing for Coach Becky?
Oh, well, that's just that he believes in us. He believes that we could beat anybody. He scheduled #1 team in Michigan, we're top ranked in the nation, scheduled along with our blue opponents and Marist and all the great teams, and that he believes that we could beat every team we play. Yep. And that's my favorite part about playing Coach Becky.
And what was that trip like, man? Going up to the big house, how cool was that?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, it was just a massive stadium. I remember walking in there in awe. Like, we walked through the same tunnel that the players walked through before. Just, you could hear it echoing when you're walking in. I can imagine the cleats roaring, like, when you're walking out. But it was just an awesome experience. We got to practice there. They have awesome facilities. It was a great experience.
Great experience, man. Something you'll never forget.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? All right, so I want to know this because I never scored this high on the ACT. So you find out your score, 33. What was the first thing? And you're a competitive kid. I should let people know this, But what was the first thing that crossed your mind when you saw 33?
Well, I was very satisfied when I saw it. I mean, I was hoping to get something like along a 32 or 33, and I just knew I could do it because I worked hard all that year in school and preparing for the ACT, and it just felt great to get a good score and just something I could be happy with.
Yeah, but you took it again, or did you not take it
No,
again?
I didn't take it
You're
again.
done.
Yeah.
You're 33, and you should be happy, man. You should be very proud. That's a heck of an accomplishment, man. So college-wise, you want to play college football, and with a 33, I'm sure the doors are swinging wide open for you. What are you thinking? Where do you want to possibly go?
I've been looking at WashU, Carnegie Mellon, some of the Ivies. Illinois State has been talking to me. It's just just any school that is interested in me. I'm
willing to listen to.
I'm willing to listen.
And you're thinking engineering or business, right? You want to major in? Okay. Well, good luck, Michael. Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming on board here.
Thank you for
having me. Good luck the
me.
rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right? All right. All right, folks, we're going to go to an athletics timeout. When we return, Coach of the Week, Player of the Week, text poll question of the week, chance to win a $50 gift card, compliments of Standard Bank. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank our two guests, Brother Rice football coach Brian Becky and defensive lineman Michael McGinley, for being our guests tonight. Good luck to the Crusaders the rest of the way. All right, text poll question of the week, sponsored by Standard Bank. All right, folks, which year did Brother Rice win its only football state championship? Okay, I'm lobbing it up there for you, Crusader fans. Just knock it down. Text A for 1985, B for 1981, C for 2003. All right, text your answer, A, B, or C, to 708-365-8501, right up there on the screen. Texter number 4 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank, and Standard Bank, which is all over the south suburbs, prominently. They're up on the press box over here, Standard Bank. Good to see. All right, folks, results from last week. Brother Rice 16, Loyola 13 for Rice. Marcus Jones, a 2-yard TD run. Matt Pikowski, 3 field goals to lead the Crusaders to the big Catholic League Blue win. Bloom 23, Crystal Lake South 13 for Bloom. Bruce Bush, 54-yard interception return for a score. Jordan Benavides had a rushing TD, and Emmanuel Williams with a rushing TD for Bloom, which is 2-1, only lost to Lincoln Way West 17-14, so they're 4 points away from being a 3-0 team. Watch out for those Blazing Trojans. HF 41, Joliet West nothing for HF. Bryce Gray 15-24, 270 yards and 4 TDs. Deontay Harley Hampton 41-yard TD run. Kendrick Pryor with a 38-yard TD catch. James Sheehan had 2 TD receptions covering 5 and 11 yards for the Vikings, who are 2-1. Lincoln Way East 44, Stag nothing game I was at. East, Liam Morrissey, 3 TD runs. Jeremy Nelson had a couple TD receptions, covering 34 and 38 yards. Mike Weller was 11-15 for 142 yards and 2 scores. Lincoln Way East defense held Stag to 44 yards of total offense. Mercy. All right, St. Rita 21, Montini nothing for St. Rita. Tyree Lee, 28 carries, 214 yards and a score. Xavier Allen had a 26-yard TD run. And C.J. Weideman, 47-yard TD run for the Mustangs. Providence, big one here, 33, Mount Carmel 14. For Mount Carmel, Nick Wheeler, 76-yard interception return for a score. Avery Safford, a 16-yard TD run. For Providence, Justin Hunniford, 17 of 23, 227 yards and 3 touchdowns. Miles Boykin had 2 of those touchdown catches, 9 yards and 37 yards. And Richie Warfield with a 36-yard TD reception for the Celtics, now 3-0. All right, folks, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week, Brother Rice kicker. We're going to hook up a special teams player here. Matt Pikowski converted 3 field goals to lead the Crusaders to a 16-13 win over Loyola. We're going to hook Matt up with a $25 gift card. Compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook. And Matt already hooked you up, sent that baby over with Coach Backey, so he's got to hand it off to you. But enjoy it. Well deserved. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. Going to give it to Lincoln Way East girls volleyball player Emma Bruder. Recorded 5 aces and 6 straight service points to lead the Griffins to a 25-20 win over Richards. So we're going to hook up Emma with a nice little goodie bag. Compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon. Some product, gift card, all kinds of good stuff. And remember, kids, homecoming right around the corner. Lisa Thomas Salon, get you looking your best. $17 haircut for boys with your school ID. $27 haircut for girls with your school ID. All right, the Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week. We already handed that off to Brother Rice coach, our guest, Brian Becky, leading the Crusaders to the 16-13 win over Loyola. And we're going to we gave him a nice $25 gift card. Compliments of Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse, the best barbecue in the Southland. You don't boil ribs, folks. You boil rice. You grill. You throw those ribs on the barbecue grill, just like they do at Bona Pit. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. And when we return, we'll be doing a little high, a little tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed, only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is a place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bonapit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar, or call ahead for pickup. Bonapit in Palos Heights. All right, folks, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. A little high, a little tight. Okay, folks, look at this. We're 3 weeks in, but only 1 weekend in the conference. How much fun is this Catholic Blue going to be? People ask me, who do you like in the blue? Who do you think is going to win it? Are you kidding me? You want me to try and figure this out right now? Brother Rice beating Loyola, St. Rita at a crossover knocking off Montini, Providence beating two-time defending state champion Mount Carmel. I mean, I'd have to say at this point it is entirely up for grabs, but it is going to be so much fun watching this thing unfold, man, because I think any one of these teams legitimately can win it. Providence, Rice, Mount Carmel, St. Rita, Loyola, they all have an opportunity here. It's that strong. These teams are that good, and they all have their strengths, but I think when all is said and done, it wouldn't surprise me if any of these teams won it. It's that wide open this year. And what I did particularly enjoy last week is Montini comes down to 77th and Western, they kick him back up north, and then same thing here, man. Loyola comes all the way down, Rice sends them all the way back up north with a loss. That was happening a lot, and then some area teams, Ridge Central went to Caneland, beat Caneland 14-13, awfully sweet, and Bloom going up to Crystal Lake South, beating them. So nice to see. A lot of props here for the South Side. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Take care.